Hi everyone, been a while since I've done a video. Apologies for that. Kind of went off the rails there for a while and back on track again. So it's great to see everything is kind of after pumping and we've weathered the storm a bit. Obviously, Sonic can see here back in beginning of March we're down around the 40 cent. We're back up now to 61 cent. I do think we will go on a run, hopefully, to this dollar mark and around there and onwards. So in this video, what I want to do is kind of go over how someone that can get involved in Sonic Chain and obviously step-by-step kind of guide for beginners here to kind of help them understand how you can kind of earn a yield. And what we want to do here is we want to try and earn a yield, but reduce the risk in terms of impermanent loss, price fluctuations, things like that. And start growing our position, start growing our bags, and generating a little bit of cash flow and stuff like that. So there's going to be a number of different opportunities here. Again, as I mentioned, everything is going to be focusing here on Origin Protocol and more specifically their LST token, which is OS token. If you're not familiar with this, I did do a video a while back on it. I'll try to link it here as well, but it's pretty much, it allows you to convert your S token into Origin OS token, and with that, it kind of opportunity to get more yield and increase your earnings throughout the whole Sonic space. So what we're going to do here is kind of quickly go over some of the news. You can see a massive amount of news has happened. Most recently, obviously, a listing here with MacFi, which is a borrowing and lending platform. And you can see, the token itself, OS, is another opportunity here. Genesis pools are live. I haven't looked into this quantum finance. So, again, it's just another kind of opportunity for it. And as I mentioned, lots of different news. So we'll touch on some of these and I'll try and kind of cover a bit more. Even this one here, I'm only seeing is 24%, probably after dropping a little bit by now, but just giving you an idea. So now that I actually came to this post, I do recommend to check out Stephen at DeFi Dojo. Massive credit to him, to the information that he puts out, obviously, on different DeFi and yields. Is my go-to person for a lot of kind of yields and looking to see where the best yields are around and getting a better understanding, because the man is absolutely gifted when it comes to DeFi and DeFi yield farming and stuff like that. So, make sure you check him out. So what we'll do first is jump over here to Origin Protocol, the platform. First things first is what we want to do. I assume you're able to get your Sonic tokens onto the Sonic chain, or bridging over. If not, check out another video I made. I have it pinned, I think, on my X account, basically showing you how to bridge using Rhino Fi, I think it is. So again, easy, quick, and yeah, quick is the key thing here. So straight away here, we can convert our S token into Origin Sonic, and we can get, I don't know if you can see it there, 6.82% APY straight off the bat. As I said, I don't know what part of the world you're from, but I know here for me in Ireland, get nowhere near that for any kind of lending banking system at the moment. So, even at that, it's 6.8% for nothing. So you put in your couple of grand into the Origin Sonic, you can leave it sit there as it, and it'll gain you 6.82% on it per year. At the moment, it's unreal. So you can see here, look, the TVL at the moment, even at that, is only 30 million. And I think currently, actually, the whole Sonic ecosystem TVL, I think, is up around, I want to say, 900 million. I'll have to check it out. But again, look, there's massive opportunity here for it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to kind of briefly touch on a few things. Again, we have an opportunity here for silo finance. Again, if you're not familiar, I do a lot of borrowing and lending, and this is how I kind of grow out my positions and keep building and building and building. In this scenario here, I never like selling my S tokens or in general, so what I do is try and borrow and lend. So here I can borrow, I can supply my OS wrapped Origin Sonic, and I can borrow obviously S token. I can do the same here with the Pendle version of it. This is a fixed position, so again, this is where it can get very good and very interesting ways to earn and leverage your positions even more. So we might touch on this in a minute, but if not, make sure you're checking out this position, and it can become a very powerful tool in your DeFi toolbox. As I mentioned, MacFi have it here that you can now borrow and lend using our wrapped Origin Sonic, and you can see here our points breakdown. So we have 8x for Sonic points, and we have 1x or Max5 points, which will obviously lead to a token or whatever down in the future. Again, you can see it up here. I haven't used them yet, so maybe they do deserve a dedicated video as well. Anyway, so now the next big one we're going to look at is Pendlefy. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into Pendle Finance. As I said, it needs another video as well. I think kind of explain it in detail. So with this in mind, however, you can see, as I mentioned back here, we can get 6.82%. Now we can turn around here into a position if we wanted to with our Origin Sonic again, and we can lock this position in until the 29th of May and roughly get 1.5% gain once it matures. So again, once you lock this in, you have this token is the PTWOS token. Obviously, you need to hold on to it in order to get access to your Origin Sonic once the time is up. But after the 29th of May, we can basically redeem this and we'll get an extra 1.58% gain on our original deposit. This is a fixed APY, so again, this is not going to fluctuate. It's literally going to stay on it. And as I said, we're up to 9%. That's almost 3% more here on PendleFi. Now again, the power here is you can turn around with this position, and if you put in, like as I mentioned here, just say 6,000 or 10,000 Origin Sonic tokens, you can go over here, deposit them into this, pretty much borrow almost the same amount again. So you can nearly borrow like 9,000 tokens, give or take, or 8,500 tokens, and with that you're paying percentage, so you're paying the 2.8%. You're getting a few silo points, and off you go again. Now, as I said, it has put us in a position already that our APY still, even minus this 2%, we're still in around 7%, give or take, and we still have 8,500 to use wherever we see fit. So the next step here is we could jump over here to Beats, another opportunity. We have a position here. I've seen it. This is with 2 LSDs. So again, this is from the Beats version of liquid version of Sonic, and again with Origin Sonic, you can see here is 19%, nearly 20%. TVL is at the moment is 100,000. So again, low TVL. Volume is not too bad. It's 12,000. The volume the last 24 hours. Again, 20%, nothing to be sniffed up at. And again, I think you mentioned you're earning some. I think you're earning points and stuff here as well in this position. So again, look, excellent opportunities. What we can also look at is we want to yield farm using another platform and look to earn a liquid token that we can actually, trade, buy and sell, do whatever we want to do with it. So in this scenario here, we have Wrapped Sonic and Origin Sonic. Now you can see here all the different versions of Origin Sonic that can be LP'd with. Obviously, you get a higher pair. Now the problem here is if you get in with, say, SwapX and Origin Sonic, you're going to have impermanent loss because it's going to fluctuate massively the price between the two. So what we're doing is we're looking at Origin Sonic and Wrapped Sonic. Again, remembering what Wrapped Sonic is and Origin Sonic, they're pretty much similar tokens in terms of price movements. And what we want to do is you want to make sure if you're coming to this, you want to add it into this position, that you're adding it on the one side, which is, of course, in this scenario is going to be Origin Sonic. And you can see here we're getting almost 15%. And if we add it the WS side, we're only going to get 11.4%. So making sure you're adding it on this side to get your 15%. So that is pretty much the final way of doing it. You can go over to Beefy Finance and you can automate, obviously, this position. So in this, you can put your position in, you can deposit it into the position, and what it will do is it'll earn what it would earn over here, which is SwapX token, which is currently 29 cents. It'll earn that token, and with Beefy, it'll automatically sell it and compound it back into your LP. So now your LP is growing and growing and growing. So that's pretty much a step-by-step guide. It kind of gives you an idea of how it can all link in together and how quickly they can link. Like as I mentioned here, we started with, let's just assume we started with 10,000 Origin Sonic tokens. We turned around and we went over to PendleFi, put the 10,000 here. We have this position straight away. This is locked until the 29th of May. With that, then we go with our PT token and jump in over here. We can then apply this. We're not going to earn anything for depositing this or borrowing. Just remember that. However, what we're going to earn a little bit of points is when we borrow. Now, it's only 2.8% to borrow. The S token, again, we're keeping our risk low and reducing it as much as we can. We're getting our S token. We can then jump on over here and create position here if we wanted it. So even if we borrowed our S token, we can go back over to Origin Sonic, convert it to S into Origin Sonic, and then snap it in here. You're getting 15%. We're already up, including our fees, we're up to about 20-something% yield. and we're on a few different protocols. We're earning points. As I mentioned, we're getting some of these Sonic points, which is going to fluctuate and change. And I said you get more for being involved, which in turn will give us access to the airdrop, which in turn, as Andre said in a recent video, wants to make everybody rich. So look, we're going to leave it there. You know, you need to get on the chain. You need to get active on the chain. If you're still not 100% sure after the video, sorry it's a bit long. Check out my Discord. Link should be in the description. If it's not in the description, let me know in the comments. I'll send you an invite link. Trying to keep the Discord group small and trying to grow it. And you know, we all want to get rich out of this. So look, we leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and hope everyone has a great day.